how's it going today? It's a little late in the afternoon. Here it is, 2:13, and I'm just now getting my makeup on. And I've had a lot of people message me, talk to me about makeup in general, and specifically eyeshadows, how to do your eyes, etc. If anybody wants to see what I'm up to and show you how I'm going to, what I'm going to use today. So I've not even used this recently. It's been forever. But so this will be a, we're going to learn this together kind of post. But I'm going to be using this Sephora Pro eyeshadow palette. I haven't used it, as I said, in ages. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. And then I'm just going to use my Tarte palette, which you can see how much I've used it. It is completely destroyed. I've used it so much. And my mascara is going to be the Man Eater mascara, and I'm going to use this Lancome primer. So let's just get started and see how it goes. Now, for references, I am 60 years old. So as with most 60-year-olds, we have little lines and creases in our eyes. So I usually try to, I don't use a primer, never have, don't use primers. People say the color stays better, but I just never have used it. I'm going to use instead just a light color that is somewhat close to my regular eye. So I'm going to pick this one right here because it's, it's called Magnolia. So I'm just going to click Magnolia, and I'm basically going to cover my entire, all the way up to my eyebrows in that Magnolia color. Now this does flake, as you can see it, so I'm going to try to remember to flick it off. Otherwise, I'll have a lot underneath my eyes. So that's the only thing I see against this palette, is it does have a lot of residue. And then I'm going to tap just a tiny bit and put under my eyes, just a tiny bit. Now that we've got that done, let's pick another color. What do we say? Let's go. I have on bright pink today. So some of these colors are very vivid, but they might not be as bright put on. So I'm going to try, let's try peach and just see how peachy peach is with this one. Let me pop in and see. It's a pretty good, got something hung there. I think that's my palette that was shedding a while ago. So with my peach color, I basically cover my entire lid into the crease. And I like that color. That color is really pretty. And flop, flop. This is very pigmented. It covers really well. So I like that. That looks pretty good. I like that color. And I'm going to put, as I said, a tiny bit underneath. And a tiny bit underneath, mirroring whatever I put on top, and I'm making sure I'm going into the corners the tiniest bit. So, okay, now let's see what's next. La la la, let's pick a more of a stubby, shrubby brush, and I'm going to put some deep, so something deep on the corners a little bit and into the crease line. I'm going to pick something cool. Let's see. We're going to go with Camilla. So it is a dark burgundy color. And we're just going to try it and see. It may be too dark, maybe just right. Who knows? Okay. Camilla looks about right. It may look dark now, but when we blend, it will be fine. So I go above that crease line and just slowly raise it a little bit. Okay. On the other side. Same thing, dab a little bit on the corner, going toward the end of my eyebrow, and then into that crease line, above the crease line, tiny bit. Yep. And I'm going to take a smaller little brush and do a tiny bit just on that outer edge. And now I'm just going to blend that in so that it's not having such a harsh line. And then let's do something that's fun. Let's do just a little bit of surprise too. Let's go with something bright, bright. Antelope color, orange. That's different. So I'm loading my brush with orange in the center, right in the center of my eye. Let's try that. Blend it just a little bit so that you don't have, just gives it a little bit of a little flavor. I'm going to do now the highlight. As I said, my palette is destroyed. It has been busted, but I still use it every single day. Love this palette. So let me do it real fast. Highlight my upper eyebrow and the inside of my eyes. Let's use my primer. I love this primer, and I put it on my lashes, a thin amount. I don't use a lot. Whoops. And I'm going to try to go fast. A thin amount, and then you see it goes on white. I'm going to let it dry. So when I can't see it any longer, that's when I will add the mascara. I may add it faster today just so that you guys aren't on here forever. But put it on your lashes. A lot of times I do the back of my lashes to make sure that I got the tips of it very good, because that's where you get your length, is when you get the tiniest bit of the tips. And then a little bit of the lower lashes. That's good enough. Good enough. As you can see, this side is almost completely dry. There's a couple of little daubs that's not. We'll just get them off. But I'm using Maneater mascara. It really doesn't matter as much what mascara you use. For me, I wear contacts a lot, readers, glasses, etc. And so I like to get the kind that doesn't flake. And I like this Maneater really well. It's my one of choice right now. But it's all in getting the tiny bit of pieces on the ends. That's what makes your lashes look so much longer. Getting all the way to the tip. Now, I hit my nose. It didn't leave a spot, but I was going to tell you, if you do that with your mascara, do not try to get rid of it right away. If you try to get rid of it right away, it will smear and leave a mess. So what you do instead is just let it dry. And after it has dried, you will easily be able to just flick it off with a Q-tip or something. It just comes right off after it's dry. Don't take it off while it's still wet. I know it's tempting. You want to take it off while it's wet. Anyway, that's my eyes. Looks a little wild right now with no lipstick on, no nothing, no hair fixed, etc. But just because we are 50, 60, 70, whatever, doesn't mean you have to completely shy away from eyeshadow. I love my eyeshadow, and I hope you guys like it too. Anyhow, I'm out of here, guys. Go. I'm sorry, my phone keeps interrupting. Go play with your eyeshadow and send me photos if you do on my DM me. Show me how you ended up with yours. See you later. Bye.